Hello everybody, my name is John Holmes and I'm the CEO of AAR. AAR is an aviation services company, and pre-COVID we were about a $2 billion revenue company employing about 6,000 people in over 25 countries. The majority of those people are mechanics that are based here in the US, and those mechanics perform heavy maintenance on aircraft for commercial airlines and government customers. And just so we're clear, when we talk about heavy maintenance, we're talking about aircraft being brought into hangars, being taken apart for regularly scheduled maintenance, and then being put back together again and being delivered back to the airline customer. This is a critical element in the aviation supply chain and the aviation safety chain, and it's facing a real challenge because we have a major shortage of mechanics in the aviation industry. The shortage of pilots has gotten a lot of press, but the shortage of mechanics, which is just as significant, has not gotten as much attention. And it's something that we've been working in partnership with community colleges to address. And our moment when this labor shortage crisis really hit us was about 2 years ago. We had opened up a new site just outside of our headquarters in Chicago, in Rockford, Illinois, and we were recruiting people for that site as well as our other sites coming into the fall season, which is a busy season for maintenance. And we had won a lot of business. We had a lot of airline customers that were counting on us to perform maintenance on their aircraft, and we were not able to get the people that we needed to answer that demand, and so we had to turn a lot of that demand away, and unfortunately upset a number of our airline customers, and that had, as you can imagine, a pretty significantly negative impact on the financial results of our company. So it became our mission to figure out how we, as the largest independent heavy maintenance provider in North America, could address this problem. And the best option, the best answer came from partnerships with schools, most importantly community colleges. This journey started from a lunch that I had with our then Mayor, Rahm Emanuel. Mayor Emanuel and I were talking about the disparity between our inability to hire people in our facility outside of Chicago and Rockford, and his challenges addressing the violence issues in certain neighborhoods in the city. And one of the most effective ways to address violence is to give people jobs. And so we figured out a way to work in partnership to address both of those problems. We launched a program with one of the city colleges here in Chicago to teach kids these basic skills that would get them an opportunity to be a mechanic with AAR or go to work for one of the airlines here in the city. And so that led us down a path where if we could start a partnership here in Chicago, can we work with other community colleges around the world or around the country to launch similar partnerships to address this skills gap. There's a tremendous need for skilled labor in this country, not just for aviation, but for other industries as well. And this is a gap that is not addressed by the traditional four-year college degree, and we believe that community colleges can play an important role in filling this gap, not just for aviation, but for other industries as well. So based on the program in Chicago, we launched an effort called Eagle Career Pathways, and we set up programs similar to what we did in Chicago with multiple other community colleges around the country, and that program has been met with great success. And we're very excited about the pipeline of students that we have coming into aviation. And this is not just a AAR program, it's an aviation program, and we're excited about these first steps to address the skills gap. So that was our crisis 2 years ago. We handled it effectively, but now in the middle of COVID, we have a different crisis that we're dealing with. And the most difficult set of decisions that we've had to make as we've navigated this as a company has been around our workforce. And very unfortunately, we've had to spend much of the last several months dismantling the great team that we've built through all of these partnerships, because demand for heavy maintenance in the US for now has declined significantly. But my concern is that in the middle of this crisis, the momentum and the success that we had in building these programs with different community colleges, that we're going to lose that momentum and could create an even bigger challenge for the aviation industry coming out of this crisis. Because the industry will recover, the demand for skilled labor will still be there and probably come back in an even more significant way. But because during this period you will likely have people permanently leaving the workforce, either through retirements or finding work in other industries, and aviation programs in colleges won't be as attractive because of the downturn, that pipeline of talent coming into the colleges could dry up. And when demand comes back in 2 or 3 years, like I said, we could find ourselves in an even bigger shortfall. So it's important that, as hard as it may be through this crisis, that we keep our eyes on the ball and focused and continue to try to expand these programs and utilize these partnerships and create more partnerships with community colleges so that that pipeline will stay intact. So that's a bit of our journey, and we again are excited about the work that we have done with community colleges around the country, and we're excited about the opportunities going forward. Thank you.